Hello again guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about meditation and gratitude. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into it. So, what is meditation? So meditation basically is quieting the mind, if you like. So as humans, we have over 1,000 thoughts every single day. And of course we're rushed and we've got so much to think about. We need to get the kids ready for school, we need to go to work, we need to work out, we need to think about business or whatever it is that we're going to do, solving problems in the world, and saving the world. Anyway, but the thing is, because we're so focused on everything else that's happening, we're forgetting to focus on ourselves, and we're forgetting what usually happens is that we end up crashing throughout the day, and then we're like, something happens that we didn't expect and we start freaking out or something. So that's where meditation comes in. So there's many different ways of meditation. There's one way where you'll breathe in and then you'll breathe out. As simple as that. Do it for 10 to 15 or 20 minutes. However, what works best for you. As a beginner, I would suggest that you do this, like, you start off doing it for 5 minutes and then 10 minutes. There's also another one where you can listen to music. There's also guided meditation where, like, you imagine yourself somewhere. So you imagine yourself, like, say, like in a forest, under a tree or something. So that can go into like visualization and stuff like that. But yeah, like, that's how I like to do it, is just I breathe in and then I breathe out. I focus on my breath. The idea is that we want to eliminate any other thought that comes into our mind. So even if, like, we focus on our breath, we focus on a candle, naturally what will happen is that we'll end up, thoughts will pop into our mind about random things that, like, it'll pop into our mind. So we got to try and eliminate that. When I first started meditation, one of the things that I used to use was that I'd set a time to meditate for 10 minutes, and every time I got sidetracked and I thought about something else, I'd acknowledge it. I'd be like, okay, I'm thinking about that. I won't judge it or anything. Then I just carry on. I'll focus again on my breath and breathing in and out, and I keep doing that. And it's a process that we're not trying to eliminate all thoughts. We're trying to, like, not judge them. So we have the thoughts and we don't judge them. We're just like, okay, let that thought go. Let's carry on meditating. Okay. It's really simple. There's lots of tutorials out there to meditate. So why would you get involved in meditating? Number one, what does meditation do for you, should I say? So number one, it will make you more calmer throughout the day. Number two, you'll be more aware of everything around you. And number three, all your senses will be heightened. I mean, enhanced. Literally, I'm not kidding to you. Okay, so before I started meditating, I was moving a bit scatty. I was doing so many things at once, and I was constantly stressed. Which was one time I got into depression, and I spoke to all these people, and like, a route that I didn't want to go was taking tablets, drinking myself, smoking myself out. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try meditation, because spirituality has been part of my family for ages. I just never really took the time to understand it and learn about it and try and implement it. So I thought, why not, what have I got to lose? So there I started meditating. Like, after the first 3 weeks of meditating, like, I kid you not, my senses were so heightened. Like, for example, like, things that you wouldn't really, like, pay much attention to, like deodorant or perfume or whatever. You just go about your day, oh, that smells alright, and or sometimes you wouldn't even realize that that perfume has happened. But after meditating, I realized, wow, everything seems so clear. Like perfume, you can really smell the perfume and really inhale the fumes, and it would take you on this whole thing about, oh wow, it smells so amazing. You know what I mean? Same as food and and nature. Like when you look at, like, because usually we're so quick to rush to work or on the bus or whatever. After that 3 weeks of meditating, I was like, wow. I was on the bus and I would look out and I would notice the trees, I would notice the nature, the animals, and then like I would think about like how the animals think, and you know, like, it's just crazy. It goes into your mind, and it enhances you massive as a person. There's a lot of people. You might be one of these people that be like, "Oh, meditation sucks. It doesn't work. It's just a way to get money." No, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. It's not a way to get money. It's not a scam. It's nothing like that. All it is just believing in yourself. I'm not trying to shove God down your throat or anything, any religious thing. I'm just saying, like, if you believe in yourself, out of anything that you can believe in, anyone that tries to persuade you to believe in anything, just believe in yourself. What's gonna make you happy? I mean, give this a try. If you can meditate for a month, make it an idea to meditate for a whole month. Okay, and if you don't see anything and you don't think it's worth it, fine. By all means, give it up. But you're, I don't think you will, because after that month of dedication to meditate every single day, you'll feel a whole lot more different. You'll feel more yourself. Yeah. Uh, every now and again, um, I forget to meditate in the morning, which I need to stop that. I need to get back on track and make sure I do this every single morning. And what usually happens to me if I don't meditate in the morning is, I'm not I'm kind of prepared for the day, but I'm not 100% prepared. Okay, whereas if I was to meditate before doing all of my morning routine and my whole planning out the day and stuff, uh, if I didn't, then I'd be going crazy. But if I did, I feel more alive. I feel more chilled out, more calm. You know, it's it's definitely worth doing, in my opinion. You're speaking to a guy that's gone through so much anger, so much struggle, so much pain, and the main thing that mellows me out is meditation. You know, so yeah, in a nutshell, that is what meditation is. Um, so now let's talk about gratitude. So what is gratitude? So gratitude is the process of being grateful for something. Now, whether you guys admit it or you don't, we all have something to be grateful for. Okay. Now I'm gonna go more in depth in a minute, but so say for example, like being grateful, making a note to be grateful every single day. Now, if you do this, then you're throughout the day. This goes hand in hand with meditation. It works. It works in sync. You could do this without meditation, but for best results, you want to use meditation too. So do the meditation before the gratitude, or you could do it after the gratitude, whichever works best for you. So, like, every time you practice gratitude, right, throughout the day, you'll be grateful no matter what. Like, let me. Okay, so an example of how I was. So obviously, I started meditation. I started meditation before I started doing gratitude, just naturally. So I started doing gratitude, and after, say, roughly 2 to 3 weeks of doing gratitude every day, throughout the day, I'd be so grateful for things. Like, and I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be like, I'd go to someone's house, my friend's house, and I'd be like, wow, this house is amazing. Like, and I'd be grateful for seeing this. Do you know what I mean? That gives me inspiration. Same as like food. You get so grateful for food and so grateful for the people around you. Do you know what I mean? And that is massive because we do take a lot of us take a lot of things for granted because of technology, and we pretty much have everything on a plate these days. And it's nice to go back to and think about like what it was like before, or and like having gratitude for things, you know. So okay, so say you don't feel like you have anything to be grateful for. Say you have say you have no money, right? You have no money. You don't even have a computer. You don't have a phone. Um, so what can you be grateful for? Wow. First of all, do you have a brain? Do you have a brain where you can think? Yes. Okay. One thing to be grateful for. Do you have eyes? Do you have eyes to be able to see the beautiful world around us and art and stuff? Yes. Do we have nose so we can smell fresh daisies, so we can smell fresh food, so we can smell perfume and deodorant and stuff? Yes. And we have a mouth that we can speak beautiful words with. We have teeth. We have a tongue for be able to taste food. We have arms, hands, legs, and feet that helps us move around. Okay, I'm not going to go too much into that because that's a long. You can figure that out by yourselves. But the fact of the matter is, yes, we have so much to be grateful for. Like like, I make a note to do this every single day. You know, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for roast dinners. I'm grateful for the people in my life. Do you know what I mean? I'm grateful. I'm even grateful for problems. I'm grateful for my problems. You know, because if we wasn't grateful for our problems, then we wouldn't try and solve them. If we were so complacent, then we wouldn't be growing. We need to be growing as people every single day. Okay, so that's gratitude. There's other things you can do. When I started getting into the whole self development world, um, I no one told me to do this. I just took it upon myself because I really wanted to feel gratitude. So one of the things I would do is I would go like 5 days without food. I would deliberately not eat food for 5 days. Now let me tell you something that happened. So the first thing, I was more productive. Okay, I was more in tune. After the third day, I was starving. I couldn't wait to eat food. I really wanted like chocolate, anything, a sandwich, a bit of bread. I'd eat anything. But then that third day, it got me thinking about all these different sorts of dishes I can make, like, you know, like fish and chicken and anything that I could make. Like, and it would get me in this whole tangent about like, oh, I wonder how this is. And now I'd be so grateful for like for the thought of like having a roast dinner before and having like lovely food. Even sausage and chips sounded good to me. But yeah, no, like by the by the fifth day, I had made myself a nice big meal, and I sat down and I said thank you to myself for this meal. Said thank you to the universe. I said thank you to my partner for making the meal, and you know, it's massive. Okay, so there's other ways you can do this. There was another thing, like you could do. You could so if and this may be hard for a lot of you that's working at the moment, but if you're not working or you have a day off, put yourself in a blind person's shoes. I know that it sounds crazy me saying this, but from the moment you wake up, say to a time throughout, say the moment you wake up, or after your first coffee of the day until 5 in the evening, just close your eyes. Imagine yourself as a blind person, and you will go as a blind person until 5 o'clock in that evening. You'll have you'll have a partner or someone to help you throughout the day. But I want you to close your eyes and just walk around the day. Go to the toilet. Try and make yourself food. Try and make yourself a drink. Go shopping. You know, go even if it's just go to the shop to grab a pack of sugar. I want you to experience what it will be like to be blind. Because let me tell you something, it's going to be hard, yes. But something amazing is going to happen once it hits 5 o'clock. when it hits 5 o'clock, not only that you're going to have experienced what it's like to be blind, but you're going to be so grateful that you're not blind. And then your eyes are going to span everywhere and be like, wow, like, I can't believe I don't think I'd be able to survive without all this, like, vision, you know? So that's an option for you. You don't have to do it, but if that's you, that you need a bit more persuading to be more grateful for things, then yeah, why not? I mean, this is not I'm not having a go at anybody. I'm not telling anyone off. I'm not telling anyone what to do. I'm just trying to help you guys and get into that state, because we need to be in that state. We need to be in Zen mode as much as possible, okay? Because when we're angry, we lose control. When we're calm, we're always in control. Remember that. Remember that, because it's true, okay? Now, another thing, I was speaking to my brother the other night, and he reminded me about this song by Fort Minor, okay? This is called Right Now. And in that song, it talks about, he talks about, like, people on park benches, like, they haven't got any food, and then there's someone, like, in a house that they've no heating, but they still grateful because they got a roof over their head. Do you know what I mean? So anything like that, anything like that. What am I on about? I mean, listen to that song, and listen to the words, listen to the lyrics, and let that resonate with you. Okay. Another thing, you know, before I was so up for getting up so early in the morning, and then I got, like, this whole COVID thing happened, and I was stressed because I couldn't stick to my routine. I couldn't go to sleep early, which meant I was staying awake, like, really late in the morning. Then I think to myself, like, okay, so I can't get to sleep. That's annoyed me, but I am grateful that I have got a bed to sleep in. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sleeping on the floor, or I'm not sleeping on the streets, you know? So yeah, I mean, also another thing you could be doing, is just an example. I wouldn't recommend it, but again, if you're one of those who need more persuasion, then spend a night on the streets. Okay, go with a backpack or anything. Even if you take your phone with you, so you can document the process of, like, what it's like to be on the streets, and you may actually help a lot of people. So it's worth doing, I guess. But yeah, spend a night on the streets. See how you'd feel if you didn't have a house. Okay, forget about your PlayStation, forget about your Xbox, forget about, you know, sleeping in bed and on a Sunday. You know, just spend a whole night on the streets, and you'll see when you wake up and you're on your way home, you're gonna be so grateful for that experience, because now you have a nice home to go to. Do you know what I mean? You can get in a bath, you can have a nice soak, you can chill out, watch some TV, spend time with your family. But yeah, that's in all sense, that's what it is. So gratitude and meditation are very important. Also, another thing I want to mention with meditation is that it will boost your creativity massively. You'll see, like, when you don't meditate and then you start transitioning into meditation, you have so many ideas that you want to bring to life. And you'll be able to access these quickly. And not only that, memory as well. Memory retention. You'll be able to remember things a lot more. You'll be able to remember a lot of the things that happened before, and, like, it's just crazy. But it is worth doing, guys. That's all I have to say for today, but thanks for hearing me out. You take care, stay safe, have a great rest of your day.